Yo, what's up, metalheads? This is Ozzy Freak 424, and that's my good close buddy Gus, who's gonna help with the review apparently. You get off the box, buddy. I don't need you to damage it. Come on, off of it. Get in. Alright, this is my video review of Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman, 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Start off by showing you the box, and then I'll open up and get you the contents. If you see the outer cover, it actually is a very silver reflective cover. You can't really tell by seeing on here, but if the light hits it, it's very reflective, very silver metal-like. It has the picture. It looks like the picture from Blizzard of Oz, actually, where Ozzy's laying down with the cross or whatever. Very similar, anyway, to it. So, doesn't have the church in the background or anything like that. But what's really cool about the outer cover outside is it's got the polka dots like Randy Rhoads' guitar. On this side it says Ozzy Osbourne 30th Anniversary, Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman. Now on the back it's got all the track listings, and let me get a better look, closer look here for you guys. Alright. See if I can't fix just a little bit. There you go. And you got your track listings for each one. The bonus tracks that are included. It also has a DVD, which it lists the information for the DVD over here. 30 Years After the Blizzard chronicles Ozzy's years with Randy Rhoads, featuring previously unseen footage of Ozzy and Randy Rhoads in 1981 and 82. It incorporates rare archival video, photos, and films, along with new and revelatory interviews with Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, Lemmy from Motorhead, Steve Vai, Nikki Sixx, Rob Zombie, Zakk Wylde, Bill Ward, and more. But as you can see, it is a pretty nice box set. I'm going to open it here in a few minutes and let you guys get a full view of it. So, this is the inside look of the box. I got it all opened up for you. You can see the two LPs, The Diary of a Madman, Blizzard of Oz. There's the box cover, and then over there the cross is actually in this red soft matting type material. I'm going to get it out here in a minute and let you have a closer look, but that's the cross back there in the back. And then the black thing with Ozzy's name on it there is actually a picture book that has a ton of concert photos. And over to the side of the box is a poster that's a two-sided poster. I will open it up and let you have a look at it and let you see what all you get with it. Alright, I thought we'd go ahead and get a look at the double-sided poster first. This side having Diary of a Madman on it and has Ozzy in his Wizards apparel that he wore. I believe in the Diary of a Madman music video, or Flying High Again, one of the music videos, I know that he's wearing a Wizards outfit anyway. But you can see it's a really nice poster. I mean, it's awesome. The only thing I don't like about the poster is the ridges that are in it from where it was folded in the box. So, even if I did want to hang it up, I really couldn't, because of the ridges would make it not look as good. But, still a nice piece to have in the box, you know, as a collector's item anyway. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and let you see the other side. Okay, this is the flip side poster. You can see Ozzy doing his little jump and clap thing that he does on stage. Even back then, he still does that shit now. Freaking 30 years, 40 years later, you know. Ozzy Osbourne, man. Even in Sabbath, I believe he did some of that jumping around on stage. He was just a wild man at all times, always getting the crowd going. And that's what makes him, the best, the performer that he is. He's just amazing all around. So, I believe that this one is supposed to illustrate Blizzard of Oz, but I really don't know for sure. I just know that this side doesn't have any definition on it like the other one about Diary of a Madman, but it's still an amazing picture. Again, the only bad part about it is the ridges from where it was folded, but you can't really get away with that putting it in the box. So it is what it is, and I still think it's a very nice poster and a good collector's item. I'm glad that they included it in the box set. Okay, I got both of the LPs open. As you can see, there's really no inner cover or picture for the inside cover, which I thought was kind of a drag, but then again, I don't know if there really was an inner cover made when those two albums came out as records or LPs. But on the inside, what they did do is on Diary of a Madman, you got the Diary of a Madman remastered CD, which also, I believe, includes a few rare tracks. If you give me a moment, I will check on that. And it has the DVD in it that I was talking about at the beginning. You can see both of those. There. And then this one is the Blizzard of Oz one, which has the Blizzard of Oz album, as well as a, I believe, unreleased Ozzy Live CD, which may include the same tracks as the Ozzy LP that I just did a review on. I'll have to actually check the tracks real quick, and I will let you know here in a moment. But let's continue the review since this is a longer one. Here is the picture book, and I opened it on one of my favorites here. They're playing at a sold-out crowd as usual, and you can see Randy Rhoads on one side just jamming away on his guitar, and Ozzy doing his signature jump. And I just thought it was an amazing picture. It's one of my favorites in the book. There's a ton of photos in there though that are awesome. You'd have to go through it yourself and just see all the energy and all the art that's really in it, because music is art. And what a musician can do to bring you to life, even if you're in your darkest days, a song can always bring you out of it. You know what I mean? And I think Ozzy and Randy were an amazing couple, on stage. Made an amazing band, an amazing group. The legacy will live on forever and ever. Hell, Ozzy's still blazing today. With Black Sabbath, I believe, hopefully going to have a summer tour this year, maybe? If Tony Iommi beats that cancer's ass. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I went ahead and took both records out of the covers, and to my surprise, there actually is inner album art, at least on the Diary of a Madman one. Blizzard of Oz didn't have any, but I'll show you what it does have. It has the signature logo, Ozzy's logo, and of course Blizzard of Oz written on it. On the back, you have all the lyrics and credits, of course, for the writing of each song on the album, which is pretty cool. Here you have both records. This one's Diary, and this one being Blizzard. And the other thing that I thought was really cool about this is they actually kept it original and kept the original label that Ozzy was on when these records came out, Jet Records, the first record company that Ozzy was with, which, if I remember correctly, Sharon Osbourne's dad actually owned at the time, which is how Ozzy got signed in the first place. But we'll get to that later. Going over here. We'll zoom in. And there you can see a picture of the band at the time. It says Ozzy Osbourne vocals, Randy Rhoads guitar, Rudy Sarzo bass, and Tommy Outteridge drums. And on the back is the really cool There's all these like looks like demonic script, and these look like little pages out of like a scroll, and it has all the songs and lyrics and writing credits on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then I was going to show you guys the cross. Well, here it is. If you can see it or not real good here. Let me try and adjust. Alright, you can see Ozzy's name on it. It's fairly heavy. You know, it's good quality. It's obviously fake gold. It's not real gold or anything like that. It's probably some kind of cheap gold paint or something, but it still looks nice. You know, it's something cool that they thought of to add in there extra, and I think it really sets it apart from other box sets, because how many box sets do you know where artists release something like this to go with it, you know? So it's just that added bonus that you get with the box set that makes it feel more, you know, worth more than other box sets. So, celebrate 30 years of Ozzy, and, you know, you get the cross that he's worn for all those years. I believe he even had this cross back when he was in Black Sabbath. So, if you take that into consideration, how long Sabbath has been around, since 1969, I think it was, is when they officially named it Sabbath, because they were called Earth before that and was a blues band before they actually turned it into Black Sabbath. So you're getting a little history here along with this. I know my history. I love Ozzy and I love Black Sabbath. I'll show you one more picture out of the picture book that I went through and found, because this is something that everybody loves. Set the records to the side here. Don't want to damage those. You might remember the famous biting of the dove incident. Well, there are full photographs of that incident featured in this book. Full-colored, full-sized, detailing the whole incident. From pulling the dove out of his pocket over here. Actually, no, it's him putting it in his mouth. To pulling it out and smiling with the blood dripping down. Amazing. He wanted to make an impression, and I think he certainly did on that one. But he was crazy, yeah! Alright, well, that is it for the review. I'm going to make a second section here, and I'm going to play a couple songs off each record, let you hear them, and I'm also going to do a review of the tracks that are on each record so that you can know exactly what all you get with the box set. So, stay tuned for that. Stay metal as always. Alright, I just realized I forgot to do a review of the album covers, really. What I noticed about the Blizzard of Oz cover is that it is more detailed than the original cover. Mostly on the name and the font that is in it. They used, looks like a more shiny coloring in it to make it shine more, glisten more, I would think. I'll show you side by side. Let me get my actual original Blizzard of Oz record out. If I can find it amongst every one of these records. Because I have a ton. Let's see here. Please bear with me here. I'm going through all my Sabbath records. I usually have Blizzard of Oz on top. Oh, we're getting to it. There it is. Blizzard of Oz. Alright, here's a side-by-side comparison. Zoom out here. As you can see, actually, when you look at it, the original album cover is a lot darker. And the new one, it just looks kind of faded, really. Or brighter, like it was taken brighter or enhanced. I never really noticed that the images were that much different, but there really is a big difference there. Mostly in the logo, if you want to see. That's the original logo. And that is the updated logo. My personal opinion, I think the original one looked better. I do like the added effect that the silver gives the new one, but it doesn't make it original. Anyway, on the back, it has the band at that time, the recording of the record, and you can even see Ozzy wearing that signature cross. Alright, we got Bob Daisley, Lee Kerslake, Ozzy Osbourne, of course, and Randy Rhoads. Now, I really don't know too much about Lee Kerslake. Now, Bob Daisley, I know a little bit more about, but that comes in later albums, of course, where he sued Ozzy for rights and for money, of course, to the contribution of the albums and stuff like that. Big mess. Which is why also you won't find The Ultimate Sin re-released now because of that whole mess. Which I think is pretty ridiculous because, in my opinion, The Ultimate Sin is one of Ozzy's better albums. I really like Ultimate Sin. But it's also the one that's most underappreciated. I think a lot of people just don't even really know that The Ultimate Sin exists, even. But it is one of his better albums. He didn't really have a well-known band at that time, but, you know, it was still good. And I think Jake E. Lee and Bob Daisley were in the band at the time, and that's why they won't release that. But this is the difference in the two albums. The original one has Ozzy live on stage, and has all the notes and stuff like that. I don't think this is a Flip Face album. No, it's not. But that's the original, and this is the 30-year anniversary edition. Okay. Now we're going to look at Diary of a Madman. And you will have to forgive me because I actually do not have an original of Diary of a Madman yet. But I will soon. Financially, it's hard to keep up with everything, you know. When this box set come out, I just had to have it, and I haven't gotten through and collected all the albums I want yet. So, but if you look at it, I actually have Diary of a Madman on CD. And this is a remastered version of Diary, and I'm not positive, but they may have actually cut the musicians out and redone this one, because I think there was a dispute with Jake E. Lee or Bob Daisley, but I'm not positive on that if they did that on this one or not. All I know is on the front it says, on the CD, Bigger, Badder, Louder. It says Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads, but it does not say who the other two are, and I don't know if when they remastered it, if they redid the tracks and had a substitute drummer and bass player. So I'm not positive. I know that they did do that with some of the albums, and people were complaining because I said it's not the original work. He had Zakk Wylde come in and play guitar on a couple, and you know I've heard them, and I don't think that it sounds necessarily the same. I don't think it's better. I don't think it's worse. But if it's not the original work, it's just not the original work, and I think that takes away from who created it to begin with, and you know how it was when it was recorded to begin with, and that was how you listen to it first. A lot of people. So, but anyway, here's the Diary of a Madman newer one. It actually looks darker than the CD cover does, and the CD is a remastered CD. So, I don't know, but still pretty good. They did a pretty good job on it all in all. I think it looks really awesome. It's got the original back cover apparently, because it's the same back that's on the CD. So, all in all, not too shabby. Now, I'm going to get to the track listings and play some songs for you guys.